I will now allow an opportunity for the rendering of the national anthem by Ms. Astrid Joseph. Let us pray. Almighty God, we who have called us to govern this province, we ask your help to make decisions and laws that will be just and will promote the interests of our people. Almagtige God, ons bid dat u gedurende ons vergaderinge ons die nodige wysheid sal gee en ons motiewe suiwer sal hou en dat u ons sal help om ons tekortkominge te oorkom en al ons besluite aan u op te dra. Sikilela liswelutu na pantu balo umisili kulungo wipondo letu. Kosa sikilela i Afrika. Tinga pantwaba bayo. Kokela inkokeli zayo. Iniki ukola i Afrika. All this we beg in your holy name. Amen. Please be seated. Order. Order, please. Honourable members. I have to announce that in terms of Rule 14 of the Standing Rules, today, 20th of February 2015, at 10:30, has been determined as the date and time for the Premier's State of the Province address. I now afford the Honourable Premier the opportunity to address the House on this occasion. Honourable Premier.
I rise on a point of order. May I address you, Speaker?
You may proceed.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, and I will not be long, but it's important that I properly address you. I address you concerning a decision, Speaker, actually a ruling of the Speaker by this House, and at the time it was the Deputy Speaker, on the 4th of December 2014, that he delivered in this House. That ruling and decision by the Deputy Speaker, as reflected in the official handout, was the following. And that was that the portion of the ruling related to the racism part be placed on review, and that we request the Judge President to nominate a judge to adjudicate on the correctness or otherwise of the ruling. This was a ruling and a decision that was supported by everyone in this House, all political parties. So, Speaker, the ruling by the judge was to adjudicate on the question by Honourable Fransman. And I just would like to refer to that specific one, otherwise we would not be in a position to put that into the necessary perspective. On a meeting of the 2nd of December, Honourable Speaker, there was a question asked by Honourable Fransman to the Premier. And the question was the following. Honourable Fransman asked the Premier, did I hear correctly that the Premier is saying that the reason why they have only 5% to black procurement in road infrastructure is because black contractors...
Honourable Ace, may I address you?
I'm still speaking. I'm still speaking, Speaker. I haven't concluded yet.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I must refer you to Rule 51, the right to speak. Thank you.
I understand Rule 51, but it's a point of order, or are you making a statement?
I'm making a point of order, and I'm busy with that point of order, Honourable Speaker. I will have to start again with that, Speaker. Speaker, I'm busy with that point of order,
Member
so I can't be
Paulson,
interrupted by another point of
Speaker,
order.
Speaker, I would like to know, for the benefit of this House,
Honourable
under which
Paulson.
rule is that point of order being raised?
Honourable Paulson.
Under which rule?
Honourable Paulson, take your seat. The Honourable Member Ace is on the floor.
Thank you very much for that, Honourable Speaker.
You may proceed, Honourable Ace. Members, order. There is a speaker on the floor. Order, please. You may proceed, Honourable Ace.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I again reflect on the 2nd of December 2014, and there Honourable Fransman asked the Premier, did I hear correctly that the Premier is saying that the reason why they have only 5% black procurement in road infrastructure is because black contractors are not able to build proper roads, and it is only white contractors who can do so? And that was then consequently the ruling that was changed. Speaker, that period of time, and that was the 1st to the 5th of December, as you will recall, you were on leave in the UK, so the Deputy Speaker took that specific chair. Speaker, on your return, you have behind closed doors suspended this decision and ruling, which you have not...
Is it a point of order, Member?
It can't...
Speaker, the honourable member has a right of a point of order. However, he is discussing the merits of his argument. He does not have that right to expand to the extent that he has.
Okay.
He isn't.
Honourable Wiley.
He's entitled to have his point of order.
Members, Honourable Yankee, remain calm. Let's maintain our dignity and composure. Honourable Ace is expanding on a matter. I will allow him the opportunity. You may proceed.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. Speaker, on your return after the 5th, and the last sitting day, as you will recall, was the 4th of December. And on the 4th of December, that was the day that the Deputy Speaker, fully acting as Speaker, made the ruling of this House with the full consent of this House and all political parties. But then you arrived and you got back, Honourable Speaker, and behind closed doors you suspended this ruling and this decision taken by this House, which you are not entitled, Honourable Speaker, to do, and replace an independent judge, because that was the ruling, Honourable Speaker, with a political committee, the Rules Committee, where your party, the DA, hold the majority. So it's very clear what's happening here, Honourable Speaker. A ruling was referred to a judge, President. You decided, no, it's going to be too dangerous for the DA to go this route. There might be a ruling against us. So you, Honourable Speaker, decided, I'm not going to honour the ruling and the decision of the House while I was absent. I'm going to refer it to the Rules Committee. And the Rules Committee, as we know, is political party committee with the majority, your party, the DA. We are now dealing with a ruling, and what is very important here, Honourable Speaker, You are referring now, in terms of your letter that I received, a ruling to the Rules Committee. But, Honourable Speaker, a ruling is there for the Speaker to be made. The Rules Committee make rules. The Rules Committee don't make rulings. And therefore, it's wrong of you to refer a ruling, a decision that was made already. But, Speaker, we were horrified to hear, and you didn't inform us. I had to inquire. Give me a copy of the letter that went off to the Judge President in good faith, because that was what you were supposed to do. Inquired informally. No, sorry, Speaker's on leave, Deputy Speaker's on leave. Formally inquired, and then only, Honourable Speaker, I received a letter from you saying you referred this to the Rules Committee. It's totally in bad faith. It's unconstitutional. It's illegal from your side to do exactly that. And it's frustrating the House. And of course, it's blocking the implementation of a ruling and a decision that was taken by this House. And I don't know how you, Honourable Speaker, can come back from leave, this whole House, except the Premier that was not present, because she left office, she had to withdraw her ruling, the ruling on her. You came back and unanimously you decided what to do. Totally wrong. Totally to the wrong committee that you can't do, and just ignore this House as if it does not exist. Today we demand that you undertake and commit that you implement that ruling and that you withdraw the letter where you state that this is going to be referred to the Rules Committee. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Member Ace. I think it's appropriate. You've stated a background and a case. I think there are 2 points of fact. I was in the UK. I was not on leave. I was attending an international interparliamentary conference. I think that is the first thing. And then secondly, there was no dealings behind closed doors. And allow me at this stage, members, I've allowed the member a point of order. I think it is appropriate to allow me the opportunity to speak. We need to note, though, that the order of business today is the State of the Province address, but allow me to proceed. During the debate on the 4th of December 2014, certain members of the ANC did not heed a call from the presiding officer to withdraw certain statements, leading to a procedural impasse in the House. Business was suspended for a while. Business was suspended. Allow me to speak. We at the point of order, members. While on resumption, the Deputy Speaker announced that an agreement had been reached with the Leader of Government Business, Leader of the Opposition, who is watching me, and the Chief Whips of the DA and the ANC respectively, to place the rulings made by him earlier that day on review, and that the Judge President nominates a judge to adjudicate on the correctness or otherwise. On the 3rd of February 2015, the Chief Whip of the ANC inquired in writing if such an application had been made, and I informed him that although I appreciated that this agreement, reached in good faith, was an honest attempt by those involved to resolve a procedural impasse, I had serious reservations, backed by solid legal advice on the appropriateness of the intended course of action. Hold on, members. On the intended course of action, where an internal dispute of this nature was referred to a judge for adjudication before all the internal remedies had been exhausted. Hence my decision to refer the matter to the Rules Committee for consideration and report. Now, my reasons to not refer the matter to the Western Cape High Court. Firstly, the uniform rules of the court do not provide for a procedure that the parties had agreed to. Secondly, it is not competent for parties to create a procedure to suit their own needs. The uniform rules of the court do not make provision for parties to directly approach the Judge President to nominate a judge to review a decision or ruling. Fourthly, Should the terms of the agreement be followed, the Western Cape Provincial Parliament, which is all of us, will not be able to show to the court that it has exhausted all internal remedies and that the matter is ripe for hearing, and that it would be premature for a person to approach a court to review a ruling by a presiding officer before the House had an opportunity to deal with the ruling and exercise its overriding authority on the matter. Only when the House has expressed itself on the matter can the High Court be approached as provided for in the Uniform Rules of Conduct. In conclusion, I want you to note, I am not expressing myself on the correctness or otherwise of the ruling by the Deputy Speaker, nor am I disputing the attempts by the parties concerned to reach an amicable solution to a procedural impasse. However, as Speaker, it is incumbent on me to ensure that our processes and procedures are fair and based on sound procedural and legal principles, and will not do anything that may compromise the integrity of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament. Having said that, any person or party is of course free to make an application to the court to have the ruling in question reviewed. Thank you. May we now proceed with the business of the day. Sorry, Member Wiley first. Take your seat, Member Ace. Honourable Wiley.
Thank you. Speaker, I want to refer you to the orders of the House, paragraph 58, reflections upon decisions. No member may reflect upon any decision of the House taken unless 6 months previously, except for the purpose of moving that decision be amended or rescinded. I would like to argue that, in fact, this debate, if it continues, is in contravention of Rule 58.
Thank you, Chief Whip Wiley. Member Ace, take your seat, please. I'm speaking. We have had an opportunity to listen to a point of order. I have responded appropriately to that point of order. There is a Rules Committee scheduled for the 26th of February, and I don't think that we will proceed on this line. We will proceed with the order of business for the day. Honourable Premier, I recognise you.
No.
Member Ace, your point of order.
Respond to what you said, and I will be very brief, Honourable Speaker. I will have to. You were not here, Honourable Speaker. You were not here. I will have to, and it will be very briefly.
Honourable Ace.
Because what is important here is that Honourable Wiley reflected on Rule 58. And Rule 58 is saying reflection upon decisions. And this is actually a very important one that he raised, the Honourable Speaker.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you caucused it before the time. No member may reflect upon any decision of the House taken less than 6 months. Meaning, Honourable Speaker, there was a decision of this House taken. There was a decision taken on the 4th of December. So, Honourable Speaker, you're not even allowed to reflect on it. You must implement it. That's the important issue here, Honourable Speaker. Nothing else. But, Honourable Speaker, I want to get to the court and the rules. You said, no, I'm still busy. No, sit. I listen to you. Honourable Speaker, if there was a problem at the court, a simple letter to the Judge President as agreed would have already been in our possession, taking it, bringing it.
Members speaking. Honourable Ace, is it a point of order?
No, man.
Members on the floor. Member Wiley, please take your seat.
That member, and that is not correct. There's one member on the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, you preempted what the Judge President will say. If the Judge President would say, Honourable Speaker, this is not within my domain, that's great. But you decided for the Judge President by not sending it off, and it's wrong, Honourable Speaker. But secondly, you said this is to suit our own needs. We're in the minority here. The own needs, we agreed as the House in your absence, Honourable Speaker. Now you come back, and Honourable Speaker, you were on leave. You were, of course.
I was on
was a study
duty.
leave, but you were on leave, eh?
Duty.
Yeah. You
Okay,
came back
Member Ace,
against
may
the total House.
May
Rise on
I?
the point of order.
let's just get Member Wali, please take your seat. A point of order needs to be related to a procedural matter. What we are now doing, we are now entering into the merits of a matter. You raised a point of order. I responded on that point of order. We cannot debate the point of order raised. So the matter has been referred to the Rules Committee, that will be the platform where we will discuss it.
No, Speaker.
So I have made it, I provided guidance.
No, can I ask an order?
I have provided guidance.
No, can I ask an order, Speaker?
Honourable Chacha.
No, can I ask an order, Speaker? Because now what you are actually doing, you are becoming partisan now.
No, I'm not.
No, wait.
Honourable Chacha, we are not here.
Let me give you my order, Chair, so that you can decide.
Sorry. Honourable Chacha, take your seat, please. I cannot have a member stand and tell me that I am impartial in terms of my role here.
No, you are impartial.
No, but members, let me draw your attention, hold on, let me draw your attention to the fact that the reason for this referral is a procedural one. It is not based on the ruling, and I think that is the part that we're missing. So let's accept that we will do that at the Rules Committee.
Let's correct you as a House, because this was not only a party decision outside, but it was the House, and we need to correct you as a House.
Honourable Chacha.
There's a decision, all of them, they agreed. You can't come as the House agreed on the decision that we must refer the matter. We can't only respect your only intellect. We have all of us here in the House agreed. Unless you are undermining our intellect as a House and our decision as a House
Member Chacha,
to make decisions.
Sorry. May I just, and I'd ask you to take your seat. The Rules Committee is representative of this House. This is a democracy. You cannot stand and say, I am taking a side. I'm indicating that in order to make sure procedurally we follow the process, we have to exhaust all internal remedies. Now, at the cost, hold on, at the cost of this matter, at the cost of this becoming an issue, I am now going to suspend the House, and I'm going to ask for the two chief whips to meet me in my chamber so that we can discuss this matter. Thank you. Be seated, please. Order, members. In the break, I have consulted with the two whips on the points of order raised. I've made my position clear, and we will now proceed with the order of the day. I recognise the Premier. Honourable Dugmore.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, given your ruling that you have just conveyed to the House, it's clear that your conduct is partial, biased, and that it would not be appropriate for you to continue as the chair of this particular session. We therefore would like to request on an order, for the sake of order in this House, and that's the rule under which I rise, that you vacate the seat and allow the Deputy Speaker to chair the rest of the session so we can get on and listen to the Premier. But your presence here reflects unfortunate bias and has undermined the dignity of this House. Thank you.
Honourable Dugmore, I wish to draw your attention to Standing Rule 60, which spells out the procedure to deal with the conduct and competence of a holder of an office whose removal of such office is dependent on a decision of the House. I am therefore not going to entertain any comment on such a subject today, but will gladly participate in such a debate if and when the time comes. Thank you. You may proceed, Madam Premier.
Speaker,
Order, members. Honourable members. Honourable members. Order, please. Order. Honourable Fransman. If the points of order, if I can just make this clear, if your points of order are going to pertain to the same matter we already discussed, I am not going to entertain any more points of order on that matter.
Speaker,
Yes?
we've just received a complaint that the live feed to Parliament
Sounds like so, no.
has been cut by the Premier. Is it so that the live feed to Parliament is suddenly off? Can we actually get clarity from the Speaker?
We can still speak. There we are. There we are. We're still talking to each other. Members? Sorry, there's a member on the floor. Member Wiley.
Speaker, it is quite apparent that the ANC is determined to disrupt this House, and I refer
Order,
refer
please,
to-
members. There's a member on the floor. Order, please.
I refer you to Rule 44 of this House, that a member, if the presiding officer is of the opinion that a member is deliberately contravening a provision of these rules, or that a member is in contempt of or is disregarding the authority of the chair, or that a member's conduct is grossly disorderly, he or she may order that member to withdraw immediately from the chamber for the remainder of the day's sitting. I put it to you,
Order, members.
I
Order.
put it to you, Speaker, that you've ruled on two issues here, and on
There's a
each
member
of those
speaking.
issues,
Take your seat, please.
on each of those issues, the ANC has ignored your ruling and raised in protest and on frivolous points of order, which is now repetitive, which is also a contravention of the rules. And I ask that you now rule with regard to the withdrawal.
Speaker, I
Member
address you on the point that I've raised,
I'm
and I
just-
need a response
Yes.
on that.
I am
particular-
not aware of any live feed being cut.
Now,
Not at this
now
stage.
can we get clarity, because it is so that the live feed from this legislature to the TV channels parliamentary has been cut, and the Premier has apparently said that they can watch later. So we need clarity on this. This is in effect fundamental. No, this is not. This is real.
Sorry. Order, please, members. Order. Order.
We need clarity,
Order.
Speaker.
Honourable. Sorry.
But
you
I
can
just
take
want to
your seat.
explain, Speaker,
Yes.
because the members are all referring to the television.
Okay.
Yes, it's live inside here, but the feed's been cut going out of the legislature.
Okay. Honourable Ace, members, I will have an official. I have an official. I've asked an official to follow up to ensure for clarity so that we can provide the House with clarity. I, though, am not aware of a live feed being cut.
Speaker,
Okay. I've just been informed that there is no cut. It is definitely going out live. Sorry, Honourable Fransman.
it's reactivated.
No, it's not reactivated. Order, members, order, order, order. Oh. Members, order, please. Order. Can you take your seat, please? Members, we need to get on with the business of the day, please. It is clear there is a concerted effort to delay the Premier's address. I therefore now see the Premier. Premier?
Order, Chair. Speaker, I just want to state from the beginning that as an ANC, we are not intent.
What is... Yes.
Okay. Chair, it's in relation to the issue at stake.
But we've
The
agreed.
issue at stake.
Honourable member, we've
Yes,
agreed.
I'm coming there. I will explain, Chair. I'm coming there. The issue at stake is that a decision by this.
Honourable
House.
member, we have had that discussion.
Chair.
Unfortunately, we cannot. I have ruled
Speaker.
that we will not entertain that matter. Kindly take your seat, please.
Speaker.
Take your seat, please.
Speaker, please.
Take your seat, please. I
Speaker,
will not
please.
No, we don't
entertain that
agree,
matter on a point of order.
Speaker, with
Thank
due
you.
respect, Speaker.
I hear you. I'm
Can
asking you to take your
allow
seat,
me
please,
to
member.
address you
We
on this
have.
matter?
I have addressed the matter with the chief whip, who indicated that he will come and speak to his
No.
caucus.
You said with your own mouth that you told them what you are intending to do.
Well,
You
I've told
didn't
the entire
engage them on the nature and merits and demerits of the issue. That's what
Honourable
you
member.
You just told this house that all what you did is to inform them what you intend to do, and now you seem to be bulldozing and saying the
Honourable
same thing
member,
that you did to
please
them.
take your seat.
And we cannot allow that
Take
in
your
this
seat.
house.
Please take your seat. You have, members, allow me to address you. You have the right in terms of freedom of speech. We have had an opportunity to discuss the matter. I shared my opinion with the chief whips, and they both understood and accepted that. Member Ace made, no, hold on. Member Ace made a point on what the ANC stand is, and I said to him, Member Ace, you do as your caucus has instructed you. I will not deviate from what I said earlier, because it would not be incumbent of me. I will not be doing my job if I take a matter to a judge without having doubt on it. So we're not going to discuss it.
You don't have a job. You don't have a job of undermining decisions
I'm
you
not.
take. You
Members?
preside.
Fine.
Your role is to preside on the issues that we are dealing with in the House.
Honourable member, I respect your point of order, but I'm also asking you now that you respect me in this chair as the presiding officer. I have made a decision, and I'm asking that we respect each other and that we allow the Premier to speak. If you wish to disrupt proceedings, please, members, I am appealing to your
You
conscience.
can't be partisan and expect us to be quiet.
No, Speaker.
You are partisan. You
Members,
expect us to be
No,
quiet.
Speaker.
I cannot.
You want to
have-
change the rules alone in this house. It can't be.
We are not.
You can't change
Honourable
Rule
members,
48.
Member
Rule,
Chacham,
Rule 58, you can't change.
Member Chacham, as the Speaker, I can take a rule to the Rules Committee, which
No,
is
you
I
can't.
can.
No, you-
I can, and I think
The decision of the House
decision of
was we must
Member-
refer the matter to the judge.
member. Okay, members.
You can't tell us now we are
Members.
changing alone.
Honourable members.
Decision of the House.
Hold on. Honourable members, we have made a decision. The matter will go to
Don't
the
say
Rules
we have
Committee.
made. We have not made any decision.
The House.
You made decision alone.
Okay. The House has made a decision. The matter has
No.
been referred to
No.
the members in a democracy. Understand. The matter has been referred to the Rules Committee, which represents.
The House said the matter must be referred
Chacham,
to
on
the
a
judge.
point of order, please. I'm not going to entertain any more points in terms of that conversation. Member Wiley, you are on the floor. Please take your seat, member. There's a
Speaker,
member on
can
the
I
floor.
address you?
There is a member on the floor. Please take your seat.
Speaker, the behaviour on the other side of the House is covered in the rules with regard to their contempt of rulings of the House. I've already alluded to it. I also now want to refer you to Act 4 of 2004, Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislators Act of 2004. Paragraph 13
Order, members.
covering conduct constituting contempt. A member is guilty of contempt of Parliament if the member willfully fails or refuses to obey any rule, order, resolution of a House or Houses, commits an act in which it terms the standing rules constitutes contempt of Parliament, a breach or abuse of parliamentary privilege. I think there's ample evidence that this has happened now, and I ask that you rule and name members, and if necessary, suspend members so we can get on with the order of the day.
Thank you, Member Wiley. Member Davids. First, Member Fransman.
Speaker, Member Gillian.
Member Gillian.
Thank you.
Honourable Member Gillian.
Yes, thank you. Madam Speaker, I've asked you if I can address you as an honourable member in this House. Am I allowed?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Honourable Speaker, you are going against a ruling of the legislature, and you are preempting the outcome of a judge president ruling. And I want to concur with Honourable Dagmo that you excuse yourself from that seat. It's no good that we want to show the world that in the National Assembly, that the Speaker of the African National Congress is not doing a job, but in this House, all that you are portraying in the media, you are doing here today. So Speaker, we are asking you to retrieve.
Order, members. There's a member on the floor. Order, please. There is a member on the floor.
Because your Deputy Speaker, in your absence, made a ruling in this House. Now you, as the Speaker, is changing the ruler within this legislature. What authority are you doing that on, Deputy Speaker?
Order. Member Wiley, take your seat, please. Members, I have dealt with this matter earlier. If you pass a reflection on the Speaker, you need to do so by way of a substantive motion. And I have not received such a motion, so I cannot accede to your request. So unfortunately for this proceeding, I will stay in this chair and I'm going to ask the Premier to proceed because I have ruled that we will not entertain any matters in terms of both the previous conversations. You may proceed, Premier.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable members of the Provincial Cabinet.
Explain that, please.
Honourable Mayor of Cape Town.
I just wanted, point of order, Speaker. I just want to explain that.
Your point of order, does it relate to either of the 2 points I've ruled on? Because if it is, I'm not going to entertain it. I have said that.
I just want to clarify you, Honourable Speaker. You said there must be a substantial motion. Substantial motion.
The rules require.
But you misunderstood the appeal to you. Without a substantial motion, you can voluntarily leave your seat.
Member Ace,
voluntary.
Member Ace, we have dealt with that on a point of order. Premier, you may proceed.
Speaker, no.
Honourable Fransman.
Speaker, the fundamental issue in front of this House at this point is the fact that the Speaker came in less than a few weeks, overruled unilaterally a decision.
Member, Honourable Fransman,
point of order.
Honourable Fransman, I have made a ruling that we will not entertain matters on those two. So take your seat, please.
Speaker,
take your seat, please.
I'm invoking the point of order on Rule 58.
No, we are not dealing with the points of order. We have dealt with them. We will not entertain any further points of order.
Are you saying that we must agree on a unilateral decision that you've taken to take it out of the referral back into the instruction that you've just given? Is that what you are saying?
Member Fransman, I am not going to respond to your request. I've ruled on a point of order. I will not entertain any more matters regarding to those two. So will you kindly take your seat, please?
Speaker, that would
be
an illegal instruction from you, Speaker.
To ask you to take
unilateral.
your seat.
It's illegal because you actually now have just decided to change a decision of the House of less than a few weeks ago.
Honourable Fransman, we have a Rules Committee meeting on the 26th of February where it will be deliberated.
But you've already given an instruction.
Kindly take your seat, please.
Speaker,
You are disregarding
Speaker,
the authority of the chair.
Speaker, it would be illegal for you to refer it to the Rules Committee. That's the point.
Member Fransman, you have been given recourse in terms of what the options are to you. I have said at the end of my guidance that I provided, should you not be happy with my decision to take the matter to the Rules Committee, you may proceed to court if you so desire. Unfortunately, we are not going to entertain that matter any further today. I've ruled on it, and I'm asking you to respect my ruling and to respect the chair. I'd like to quote President Zuma yesterday in his response, where our president, where he said, we all have, and please be seated, I am speaking. We all have a responsibility to make Parliament work. We need to preserve the dignity of Parliament. That is what our President said. Members, I am appealing to you, let's preserve the dignity and decorum of this House. Member Fransman, take your seat. Member Ace is on the floor.
Speaker, thank you very much, and thanks for that quote. But my question to you would be, Honourable Speaker, why did you as Speaker, invited the Speaker, walked out of the National Assembly without the President concluding his speech?
Okay. Member Ace now requires a response. When I stood in front of Judge Sloppy on the 21st of May last year, I swore an oath to the Constitution of this country and to the rules of this Parliament. When I entered the National Assembly, a seat away from me were 3 men armed with firearms like that before the proceedings even began. I was petrified to know that firearms were allowed in Parliament before the President even arrived. And as a Speaker, not as a Speaker of the Parliament, as an individual, my first duty is to the Constitution, let me assure you. And secondly, I would not allow firearms into this chamber, so why should I legitimize something that doesn't work for me? So let's not, Member Ace, go there. But I'm telling you, I left there at my own, I left of my own volition because my personal safety was threatened. My personal safety was threatened. Thank you.
Thanks for the answer. But was it coincidental that you walked out with the DA?
Honourable Ace, I am not, that is not a point of order, and I am not...
You were entertaining questions.
No,
you were
I'm
entertaining
not.
questions.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
be selective, Speaker, when you entertain
that
questions.
That is not a
We
point
have
of order.
responded to questions.
No. I addressed Member Ace on a very valuable comment which he raised, a point of order. I have clarified my position. And I must tell you, how would you feel if someone sat next to you with a firearm and he wasn't...
The City of Cape Town do that.
Thank you. No,
The City of Cape Town
Then
do
there is
that.
a follow-up question to that. You have to
No,
respond
there
to
is
it.
no-
Don't be selective.
Members, there is
Was
no
it
follow-up.
coincidental that your respect of your constitution coincide with the
Yes.
marching out of the DA?
I did not march
Speaker.
out with the DA. You did. Okay. Members,
Speaker,
Order, Speaker.
let's not.
Order,
Let's
Speaker.
not.
Order,
go there.
Speaker.
I am asking you that we continue. Let's just take our time here and let's settle down. And we have guests. We have guests who are actually waiting. Who are waiting to hear the Premier's state of the province. The Premier's state of the province address. Kindly allow the Premier to continue with
Just
the
an
address.
order, Chair. Just an order, Speaker.
Speaker, can I rise on a question of privilege?
sorry, on a
Just
point,
an order, Speaker.
I'm not, members, I am not going to be entertaining any more points of order. Thank you.
No. There's
I
a
am
rule
not
here.
going to be
No,
entertaining.
there are rules here that were...
We do have rules.
There are rules.
Members, we do. I agree with you.
You want to change them alone
No,
now?
we do have rules, but you're not following them.
We have been changing them alone.
Members,
We are
you are
changing
not.
Rule
Member Chacha,
58.
take your seat, please. Let me
Yes,
address
I
you.
will respect you.
Take your seat, please. We do have rules, which we cannot do selectively. Now, we have had a discussion with the whips at the back. We had our discussion. I stated my case. Your chief whip stated his case. We had agreed that we would then come forward. You had a stand and I had a stand. I made a ruling that we would not entertain any more points of order based on that. So, no, Honourable Fransman, it is a rule, and if you are a member and you elect to say you abide by the rules, you need to respect the ruling.
Speaker, on that issue,
Sorry, Speaker,
you have
I've
to
been standing on
abide
point of order.
because you've changed a decision of the House.
I've not.
So that's the point.
No, I've not.
You have
Speaker.
unilaterally decided to change a decision of the House. And therefore, as a member of this House,
Okay.
you're supposed to abide by the decision of the House.
Speaker.
That's the fundamental issue at hand. And that's what we want you to address. Are you saying you've got the powers to unilaterally change the rules?
Honourable Fransman.
Speaker.
Because what we are seeing,
Order, members,
Speaker, what
order.
we are seeing, you actually
Speaker, on a point of order.
has put yourself in a completely biased
No.
and partisan situation where the Premier, in the last 2 months,
Speaker, if someone
The
stands at a
DA
point of
made an
order, the
instruction.
Speaker has to sit.
You must also sit. You are not recognized. You must also sit.
There's a point of order.
let,
Wait until you are recognized also.
Speaker,
Honourable Wiley.
I would like to address you on this matter. I'm not.
Order,
these
members,
interruptions-
order. Order,
These
please.
interruptions alone, while a person is standing on a point of order, are a contravention of the rules. Now, there's been a wholesale ignorance of the rules by the ANC. I ask that you follow the procedure now with naming individuals and going to suspension measures and referring matters to the disciplinary committee if necessary. I ask you, please, so that we can get on with the order of business. Speaker, there's a constant reference with regard to whether it was a ruling or an agreement. The rules make allowance that rules can be changed, rules from the chair can be changed, and they know that.
Speaker, on that particular matter, the point here, Speaker, is that there was for 2 days.
Honourable Fransman, I have heard your deliberations. I have ruled that we are not going to discuss that any longer.
but-
I am not going to entertain your point of order. Kindly
You have to entertain it,
kindly
Speaker.
take your
This is a
seat,
point
please.
of
I've
order.
made a ruling.
This is a point
You
of
are now
order.
in contempt if you do not accept the
we are
ruling,
content.
member.
What we are saying, Speaker, is that Honourable Chief Whip said 2 things today that actually completely contradicts what your instructions are here. One, he said
Honourable
Rule 58.
Fransman.
He said Rule 58 does not allow us to make decisions in less than 6 months. You've just made that decision. That's an illegal decision of yours. Secondly, the Chief Whip have just said that for the period under hand, we had deliberated on that matter and the rule said you can take the decision. The problem here is you've unilaterally decided to apply your mind. After 2 days of the chairperson of the House in December by the Deputy Speaker, when the Premier put him under extremely discomfortable situation where he had to flip-flop his decisions, and then ultimately a decision was taken by the House. You are now proclaiming that the House did not apply its mind. So that's the dilemma that we are in. We cannot say the House didn't apply its mind, Honourable Speaker, because for 2 days that issue was under review before it went into it. In fact, it was the Chief Whip of the ruling party that in the room outside agreed. In fact, it was his decision. He suggested it to be referred to the Judge President.
Honourable
We then
Fransman,
agreed with that.
Honourable
Now today,
Fransman.
Speaker, the Chief Whip is buckling because of the Premier's position on the matter.
Honourable
We are saying,
Fransman,
did
you
the
speak
Chief
to
Whip
me, do not speak to the media.
did the
please.
Chief Whip, Speaker, Honourable Speaker, we are saying that in the room here, the Chief Whip of the ruling party recommended this matter to be referred to the Judge President. And we agreed with it, and the Speaker at that time Deputy Speaker Piet Pretorius then resolve the matter in the chair where you're in. Are you saying you've now gone out of the agreement that the parties made in the room and then came to present here? Are you saying you are going out of that agreement?
Honourable Fransman, do
And
not.
that- we need clarity,
Please take your
Speaker.
seat. Do not put words in my mouth. I am not going to respond to this. At the appropriate forum, we shall deal with this matter. However, members, if you continue to behave in this way, I will have no option but to invoke Rule 44. And Rule 44 will require that I have to name members and I have to ask if you cannot comply. That is the only option that you leave me with. So let's allow the Premier address. I am
Speaker.
not.
Honourable
I am
Speaker.
speaking. I am speaking, members. I will now.
You can't threaten us.
I'm not threatening you.
You can't threaten
Honourable
us.
Speaker,
We have a right to speak
Ditoluthetha.
here.
Members.
We have a right to speak here and raise our issues.
Members, I am speaking.
Why you want to?
Honourable
What?
Chacham,
No,
take your seat,
No, Speaker,
please.
you can't use one
Honourable
rule
Chacham, take your seat, please.
and rules.
Honourable
You
Chacham.
must respect all the rules. If you are
I-
respecting 44, respect 58 also.
Yeah. Members, I will now invoke Rule
You can't
44.
change the rule.
Madam Speaker, Madam
Take your
Speaker,
seat, please.
can I just ask a question?
No
Is it
question.
true that there's
There is-
security forces
there is no
in this
question.
building? Is it true
There
that there's
is-
private security
Member, there is.
in this building?
Is it? If it's not a point of order, I cannot entertain your question.
Speaker,
It's
can
not-
you answer us?
Is it a point of
Is
order?
it true that there's private security forces on the 5th floor?
It is not a point of order. I cannot entertain it. Members,
Can the chief whip of the ruling party tell us, is there in this building, as we said, any private security? Can the chief whip tell us?
Speaker, I ask that you please proceed with 44.
honourable
Speaker,
members,
Can
order,
the chief whip
please.
answer the question?
Order, please.
Yes.
Member Ace.
The chief whip is getting silent now. He's turning pale. He must tell us, is there security forces on the 5th floor?
Members.
This
Honourable
is a crisis.
Fransman.
Speaker, this is a crisis. We want to know from the chief whip, is there private security here? And he must actually answer correctly.
Sorry, members. It is evident that the House is now becoming unruly. We are not maintaining order. Everyone is jumping to their feet and wanting to position and say something. We are not even being orderly in terms of one speaker on the floor at a time. So I am now going to suspend the House as the business is becoming disorderly. The House is suspended.
Madam Speaker.
Be seated. Members, we have had a deliberation. We have discussed the disarray that the House is seemingly falling into. We cannot continue in this way. I've requested the cooperation of all parties concerned, and I would like to appeal to all members present to try and ensure and to manage and maintain themselves in a way that will not bring this Parliament into disrepute. So I'm asking that we manage ourselves with dignity and decorum, and that we move forward and allow the Premier to provide a State of the Province address. Thank you. Honourable Premier. Okay. Honourable Ace, your point of order.
Point of order, Honourable Speaker.
In terms of which rule, Honourable?
Why do you ask in terms of which rule now, Speaker?
Because I've already made a ruling around two other points of order, so I'd like to understand. Because if it is around those 2 points of order, then you are out of order, Member Ace.
Why didn't you ask this morning, Honourable Speaker? What rule? Now you're asking, Honourable Speaker.
Honourable
you can't do
Ace,
that.
Honourable
No, you
Ace,
can't.
I am asking you your point of order. What does it deal with?
Why do you ask which rule,
No,
Honourable?
because, Honourable Ace, if you're dealing with a point of order which relates to the two previous points which I have ruled on, then I'm asking that if you do go there, you will be deemed out of order.
Speaker, I think you must just reflect what happened when we had the break.
Honourable Ace, your point of order, please.
Yes, my point of order is, Speaker, you didn't communicate.
Honourable Ace, I am not going to allow you to entertain those two matters. I am now going to rule you out of order, and I'm going to ask that you withdraw from the chamber, please.
No, I won't withdraw.
Speaker.
Honourable Ace, your refusal to withdraw from the chamber for the remainder of the day leaves me with no option other than to name you in terms of Standing Rule 45.
For what?
Mr. Ace, I hereby name you.
Speaker, I ask that you move that the Honourable Member Ace be suspended of the service in the House.
Those in favour, I'm going to put a motion moved by Mr. Wiley that Mr. X be suspended from the service of the Mr. Ace be suspended from the service of the House. Excuse me.
Speaker.
Please note that the question is put without.
Speaker.
Mr. Member Chacham, take your seat, please.
No,
I am speaking.
you're not going to force me,
Be
Speaker.
put
I have a
without-
right to be here.
Member
I have a
Chacham,
right to be
I
here,
am
and I have a right to
speaking.
speak.
Yes.
You are not going to force me.
Member Chacham, I am busy speaking. I'm addressing the members. Take your seat, please.
I have a point of order.
Member Chacham, I am in the process. I have asked the Honourable Ace to withdraw from the
It's
chamber.
the book rule. If you don't know the
He
rule,
has
read
refused.
the rules.
Honourable Chacham, I have asked the Honourable Ace to withdraw. He has refused to withdraw. And the subsequent result of refusing to withdraw is to name a member. Now, I have named a member. The Chief Whip has put forward a motion, and I am now
That's
asking
where my
for
order
the vote.
comes.
Honourable
That's
Chacham,
where my order comes. You can't use only Rule 44 in the book. There are other rules that must be followed. Why you don't follow them?
Honourable Chacham, excuse me.
You must suspend yourself if other rules.
Let me address you. Before the House suspended, I had invoked Rule 44.
Point of order.
I had invoked Rule
Point of
44.
order, Madam Speaker.
Speaker,
Can the member Lented withdraw the word shut up? That he must withdraw.
Honourable Gillian, your member's on the floor. I've heard your point.
Yes, he must withdraw.
Honourable Chacham, please take your seat. Member Limited, if you did say that, kindly withdraw, please.
I did say it, and I withdraw the word shut up.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Not shut up.
Let me then proceed. I put the motion forward
Chair.
that Member Ace be suspended from the service of the
Speaker,
House. Please, I am speaking. Please note that the question is put without amendment or debate.
Speaker.
It is without amendment or debate.
Gillian was asking him to withdraw the word shut up, not the word souse up.
Okay, thank you. Members, I'm going to have to
Speaker.
ask. I think the A's.
Speaker.
Are we going to ask for a vote?
No,
those
Speaker.
In,
No,
those
Speaker.
in favour need to say
No, Speaker.
Those
No.
against need to
I've
say
raised
no.
my issue. No, Speaker. You are out of order, Speaker.
We're calling for a division,
Speaker.
Correct. I think the A's have it,
For
and
a
so they have,
division.
but we're calling for a division.
No,
Honourable Speaker, we agree to the division.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Speaker, I want to raise an
Honourable
order
Chacham,
on
we
the
have
procedure.
We have called for a division.
No,
Take your
I want
seat,
to
please.
raise
Speaker,
an
you have
order on the
ruled
procedure.
That we
Speaker.
called for a division, we have agreed. Thank you.
We have called for a division. Thank you, members.
Only certain rules are allowed here, Speaker.
Must speak. Must speak.
Yeah? No. Speaker, you are only allowing certain rules in the House.
Do I go out?
Speaker. Yeah, well, no, I rose before the division was called. There are no rules in this house. There are no rules here.
There's no quality.
There's no speaker in this house. That's the problem.
Ms. B?
There's no speaker in the
I don't
house.
have my phone with me. Don't have it. Sorry.
What? What are you doing now?
But we can have a- So now what what is the vote for the division? How do you want?
It's the, you've put the motion as to whether Mr. needs to be suspended. You put it. ANC called for the division, the DA agreed with the division. So they're going to have a tally list where Mr. Wiley is now.
But so now who's going to do that now? Do I say anything in this
No, we
process?
don't say anything, we give you the results.
Okay.
And then we'll announce it, and then you must leave the chamber.
Okay, but now when I get the results,
Announce the results. They'll
announce
give you
these are
the
the results,
document.
and then I'll ask that Mr. Cook is not honourable then. Is it still? Ask that he leave the house, and then if he doesn't,
Speaker. No, there's this unruliness of the DA. No, you can laugh. This is not a joke. Speaker. Nee, man.
There's no speaker.
okay. Okay.
Honourable
Honourable
Speaker,
Chacham, will you do the count, please, for your party?
Honourable Speaker, can I ask a question?
We have a division. We cannot entertain questions.
Until when? No, but she must answer to that one.
Members, a division has been called. We now do the...
Speaker, where do I sit when I abstain from the division?
It is a choice.
Answers niemand secretary Beverly, in case you don't know. Don't laugh when you were outvoted in your regional conference when.
Don't go out now.
Akafuna uvota kalo isela out lowa.
Okay.
Come and vote with the DA because you are a DA.
In fact, it's coming to you next.
Members, for the purpose of the vote, the A's will be to the right and the nays, as indicated, is to the left, if that will assist Honourable Paulson.
Vote most.
Yeah.
Yebut. uBeverly lo uthi upolisi yaraka singeke. Ubani igama lakhe ifanele nguSkeifa kwenye ngeSheifa. Nangiya lo wawenzelani. Nangiya lo wawenzelani.
Honourable, thank you. I just need some more water there. Thank you.
Obani.
Deputy. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I rule on grave disorder?
What Joseph just indicated, the speaker must be the speech before the end of the day. Motion is.
That he must. Let's take it to the table. Order, members, please take your seats. Order. The result of the division is as follows. The Ayes have 24 and the Noes have 13. The motion is therefore agreed to that Member Ace has now been suspended by the House and must leave the chamber immediately and may not enter the precincts of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament for any purpose or participate in any activity of the Provincial Parliament or any of its committees for a period of 2 days on which this House sits after the day of the suspension. Mr. Ace, will you please leave the chamber?
Chair, can I?
Sergeant at Arms, can I ask that
Chair, can I ask an order first?
Honourable
before.
Chacham, take your seat, please.
No, can I ask an order,
You are
Chair?
out of order.
No, Chairperson. No, Speaker, no, Speaker. No, Speaker. Can I ask an order? Speaker, Speaker, the person that must be suspended here, I think it's you. Because you are flouting the rules, Speaker. We are flouting the rules.
Honourable
You
Chacham,
only attend to certain rules.
You are out of order.
You only attend to certain rules, Speaker. No, we can't allow what you are doing.
You are out of order, Honourable
We can't
Chacham.
allow. You can't only allow us to participate on certain rules.
Take your seat, please.
No,
Chief
Speaker,
Wapwani.
no.
Speaker,
Speaker, no. Can I speak?
I rise on a
Take your
point of
seat,
order.
please, Honourable Chacham.
No. Speaker, no.
Take
Can I?
your seat,
Can I
please.
raise my issue?
Honourable Chacham, please take your seat.
I was up before while he was up.
I rise on
Will you take
a
your
point
seat,
of order.
please?
Thank you. Speaker, the Honourable Member Chacham has simply risen to his feet without being recognised, and that the people operating the microphones give him a live microphone. This is unacceptable. They do not have a legitimate right to speak until you recognise them. That's the first point. Secondly,
Order, members, order.
Mr. Chacham, in
Why are you not the
rising,
speaker? Why are you not the
rising
Order,
without
members.
Why are you not the speaker?
Without
Why?
naming a specific point of order, he is in
Honourable Wiley,
breach of
why
your
are you not the
previous
speaker?
ruling,
Order.
and I ask that he be named
don't you
as
sit
well.
Member Wiley, thank you. Honourable Chacham, I have ruled and I've indicated I've invoked for Rule 44. I have named a member who has refused to leave. I am now going to name and ask that you withdraw from the chamber, please.
No, I'm saying.
Honourable
Speaker,
Chacham,
I'm
it is
saying,
not a debate.
why
I have
you are
named you.
using certain
I am
rules?
asking you to withdraw.
Why are you flouting other rules? Why are you using certain rules and you don't want to agree to certain rules?
Members,
It can't be. You're supposed to be non-partisan.
Honourable Chacham,
You're supposed to be non-partisan. You
Madam
can't say
Chacham,
we must
I-
agree about Rule 44 and then you are doing something different on
Honourable
Rule,
Chacham,
on Rule 58.
I have executed Rule 44 as it is stated.
You did
in
not
the
execute
rule book.
Rule 58.
No, I have dealt
You
with
did not
Rule
execute Rule
44.
58.
Speaker.
Honourable Chacham, I'm ordering you to leave the
If you-
chamber, please.
No, if you are...
I am ordering you
Speaker,
to leave the chamber, please.
Madam
No,
Speaker,
I really disagree with you on that one.
Madam Speaker, may I address you, please?
Address all the rules. They are
Madam
the same.
Speaker, I move that the Honourable Member Chacham be suspended from the service of the House.
Point of order, Chairperson.
And now,
Point of
take
order,
your seat, please,
Chairperson.
Member Gillian. We are in the middle
Point
of
of order,
a member has
Chairperson.
been named. Honourable
Why are you not
Gillian.
recognizing me? But every time Honorable Wiley is on his feet, you're giving recognition to him, Chair.
Honourable Gillian,
Madam Speaker,
I-
I'm addressing you.
you may speak.
I'm asking you a question. You don't want
Is
to
it a point
recognize-
of order in
you
terms of the
don't
two
want to
previous
recognize
matters?
me, but you recognize Honorable Wiley every time he stood up.
Honourable Gillian,
No, I've asked if I can address you, and I want to go back, Madam Speaker. I want to go back, Madam Speaker. And the rule that you are applying, like my Honorable Deputy Chief Whip was saying now, you are applying Rule 44, you ignoring Rule 58, you are bringing this House in disrepute.
Honourable Gillian, we have named the Honourable Chacham. A motion has been put. I now put the motion moved by Mr. Wiley that Mr. Chacham be suspended from the service of the House. The question is put without amendment or debate. Those in favour will say aye. Those against will say no.
No. Madam Speaker, I'm on my feet.
Sorry.
Speaker.
I have asked you to take your seat.
Madam Speaker, I'm waiting for an answer.
Honourable Gillian, in terms of my ruling, I am not entertaining any more debate on terms
I'm waiting
of
for
those
an
matters.
answer, Madam Speaker. Why are you only applying Rule 44 and not Rule
Honourable
58?
Gillian, Rule 58 relates to a ruling I made. Kindly take your seat, please.
No, you are...
Kindly
Is my
take
mic
your-
been switched
kindly
off?
take your seat, please.
Why?
I have not.
Only you are recognized by the speaker. The speaker is bringing the House
Speaker.
Honourable Fransman, a division has been demanded by virtue of the rule that we've just invoked. Let's please follow the rules, people. I've named, there was a motion. Member Fransman, a division came from your block? Someone said a division.
No, we didn't ask for division.
Well then, if there's no division, I heard someone asking for a division. The table? Sorry? Sorry? Sorry?
They didn't ask for the division and the ayes have it.
Okay. Honourable Fransman, if as you're saying your members have not asked for a division, then the ayes have it. Then the member has been named and needs to leave the House. Honourable Fransman, I am not going to entertain any more debate in terms of the two of the rulings I've made. So I'm asking you to take your seat, please.
I want to address you on a clarification question, Speaker.
No, Honourable Fransman, we are not dealing with those two matters. I have ruled, and I'm asking you, members.
That matter.
Sorry,
it's
members,
on the mic.
Honourable Fransman, we are not going to deal with that because I've made a ruling, and I expect that you will respect it, please.
With the mic, Speaker.
What's wrong with the mic?
The chief whip of the ruling party has come to instruct the
Yes,
floor
that's
here
what he did.
that this mic must be switched off whilst the
Honourable
deputy
Fransman,
secretary
your mic
speaks.
is on.
No,
There
mine
is
was
no-
switched off, Speaker.
Okay. Your
Mine
mic
was
is on.
switched off.
Members, order,
The
order.
DA is controlling this House, even in your chair.
Order, members. Please. Members, to our guests, I must apologize.
I need an answer, Speaker. I
ordered-
need an answer.
Member Gillian, you need to
Why
sit
are
down.
you only using one rule in this House, Madam Speaker?
Member Gillian,
I need an answer.
please take your seat.
I need an answer, Madam Speaker.
I've made a ruling on a point
You
of
are
order.
only implying one rule and not the
Member
other.
Gillian, you are out of order. Kindly take your seat, please.
Madam Speaker,
Order.
I need an
members.
answer.
Well, I cannot provide you with an answer because I've made a ruling and I will not entertain your request. Thank you, Honourable Gillian. Kindly take your seat, please.
I'm waiting for an answer, Madam Speaker.
Members, you know what? It's quite evident that it is quite evident that the House is now falling into disarray very quickly. It is actually sad. It is actually sad that as public reps we sit
You,
here
Speaker.
and. Member Gillian, kindly take your seat. You have an opinion, but you cannot exercise it at this time. It is not a point. Please take your seat. Members, order please, order, order. These proceedings cannot continue this way, and I must apologize to our guests. I think it has become an untenable situation where we cannot see...
Speaker.
Where we cannot move forward.
Order, Speaker.
So I am
Yes,
therefore
Speaker.
obliged.
Customer
I am
Mayor,
therefore
please.
obliged to proceed
Speaker.
to adjourn proceedings.
Speak.
I am therefore obliged to adjourn proceedings. I'm going to ask Premier that you table your speech and that it will be printed on the announcement tablings and committees report, please. You can table your report, please, Premier. Thank you. The Premier's report will be placed on the ATC. Thank you. The House is adjourned. Thank you.
You can stop now.